Drake just went from rapper to sitcom clown, and after seeing his new acting role, I'm convinced he's officially left hip-hop behind. But here's the wild part. It might actually be the best thing he's ever done. On a weekend where the entire conversation was about the best artist being nominated for the biggest award show in music, we got to celebrate legends like Kendrick Lamar, Clipse, Tyler, the creator J. Leon Thomas, and so many other incredible musicians receiving the recognition they deserve at what's shaping up to be one of the most important Grammy ceremonies of all time. But on the other side of that, in what I like to call the underworld of music, where all the worst people seem to operate, one person stands alone: Drake. Even after snagging a single nomination for his track Somebody Loves Me, which, hey, I guess is more than he's gotten in recent years, he's once again trying to grab the spotlight right as his rivals are winning big. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm done. I'm seriously about to lose it. If you're ready to see this shift from celebrating great hip-hop moments to reviewing Drake's painfully bad acting, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because I need to get this off my chest. The fact that I had to sign up for another streaming service just to watch a show and analyze Drake's acting performance? Man, I'm doing too much. I can't keep doing this. But here's the thing. What Drake's involved in now shows he's clearly trying to go back to his roots after this rap run has gone so poorly. He's appearing on a Canadian show, fittingly called Office Movers, which once again proves he's retreating to where it all started. Now, with this new show which just dropped its second season, it's clear Drake is chasing clout. Of course he is. He's jumping onto something trendy in Canada to try to boost his name and win back love from the city he's from. Clearly, he doesn't get enough of it anymore. Something we all saw when Kendrick Lamar completely humiliated him at the Rogers Center with Not Like Us, and then again when he got embarrassed there during the World Series. After all that, Drake is acting. And listen, while I can't show the full clip, you can see Drake's goofy self trying so hard to look cool and intimidating. Honestly, you might not even want to watch it yourself, because just from the way he moves his face, the way he tries to act all tough and serious, it's painfully clear this man's best acting days were back on Degrassi. Looking at the whole thing, it's an absolute mess. I genuinely can't believe Drake has been humiliated so badly that we reached a point where he's back to acting. Now, to give him a little bit of credit, and I mean just a little, during this weird monologue scene, he's trying to intimidate the main characters by asking if they have real guys. The jokes basically write themselves here, so I'll hold back. But honestly, I have to admit, Drake might actually be better at this kind of awkward comedy sitcom acting than he is at making music right now. Even though he looks like he's trying way too hard with his stiff body language and awkward delivery, there's something almost funny about it, whether it's intentional or not. I don't know if it's because Drake has become such a walking punchline that anything he does feels like comedy, or if it's just another layer of irony. But watching him do this, seeing how far he's fallen compared to his peers, it's wild. Think about it. Kendrick Lamar is leading the Grammys with 9 nominations, riding a wave of critical and cultural success. Meanwhile, Drake is out here playing a clown on a sitcom, desperately trying to get people to care and hold on to whatever relevance he can. It's honestly surreal that we're seeing Drake return to acting. It almost feels like a soft reboot, a test run to redevelop his skills, and maybe find a new lane outside of rap. And I'm serious about that. When you look at Drake's career lately, how he shelved projects like Iceman, despite teasing him for so long, it really seems like he might be intentionally scaling back his music output. Maybe he's trying to pivot, to find another way to stay viral, and keep the OVO brand alive without being the constant punchline he's become in hip-hop. At this point, Drake has turned into the rap game's Saturday morning cartoon villain, a collection of gimmicks, flops, and contradictions stacked on top of each other. A parody of the artist he once was, who, let's be honest, was already a character created by someone else's pen. Now, when you watch the full episode of Office Movers with Drake in it, and realize he's not just in one scene, but actually comes back for more, things get even wilder. From his forced Canadian accent to the awkward way he tries to act like he's one of them, it's honestly painful to watch. At this point, I'm not even sure Drake knows who he really is anymore. What we're seeing is Drake completely crashing out on camera, trying so hard to be funny that, whether it's intentional or not, it ends up being hilarious. And honestly, I have to say this. Maybe this is the best direction for Drake. Because if there's one thing consistent about his career, it's that it's been pure comedy, unintentionally, of course. So for him to finally channel that energy into an actual comedic role feels fitting. If Drake's acting means we get less music from him, then honestly, I'm fine with that. If he truly embraces what he's become, a walking joke on a goofy show, chasing laughs and attention wherever he can, then maybe this is his true lane. In fact, I'd encourage him to keep pushing this acting path, because between his performance here and his recent music, it's clear he has more screen presence than musical presence at this point. Think about it for a second. Right now, the contrast between Drake and Kendrick Lamar couldn't be more glaring. Kendrick is dominating the Grammys with 9 nominations, showing the world why he's one of the greatest in the game, while well, Drake is out here clowning on a sitcom called Office Movers. It's wild. And you know what? In a strange way, acting might actually be where Drake truly belongs. I mean, let's be real. He's been acting as a musician for years. Literally, he's been playing this persona, pretending to be someone he's not, performing an image that's been crumbling for a while now. And yet, somehow, he's still clinging to it. But hold on, just when you think he's fully pivoted to acting, he goes and teases Iceman again. Are you serious, Drake? After putting all his energy into Office Movers, promoting this new role, and avoiding any mention of the Grammys, he's back at it, hinting that Iceman is coming. He's really not letting go of music that easily, is he? And I get it. Maybe he feels like this album is monumental. Maybe he thinks it's the biggest moment of his career. But let's be real here. When Iceman finally drops, it's almost certain to flop. And maybe after that, after another setback, Drake will finally realize that music is no longer his lane. That this is the moment he needs to fully embrace his true calling, sitcom-level comedy and acting. Until that day comes, though, I'm going to keep calling him out. Every time Drake steps to a microphone instead of a camera, it's a stark reminder of just how far he's fallen from being the supposed musical powerhouse. The reality is, the image he's built up for years is more or less gone. And the more he chases relevance in music, the more awkward and forced it all looks. So yeah, if Drake finally quits music and goes full-time into acting, we all win. Not only would he step away from a genre he's dragged down for nearly 15 years, but he would also return to where he started, corny, awkward, and painfully Canadian television acting. And honestly, that's exactly where he belongs. Now, here's the thing. When you watch Drake on Office Movers, it's clear he's trying. He's in multiple scenes, trying to nail a Canadian accent, trying to act like he belongs in this world, and it's kind of hilarious. He's crashing out on camera, trying so hard to be funny that whether it's intentional or not, it ends up being pure comedy gold. And honestly, maybe this is the perfect direction for him. Think about it. If there's one thing consistent about Drake's career, it's that it's been unintentional comedy for the public to watch, whether it's his rap feuds, his clout chasing, or his awkward performances. And now, for him to finally channel that energy into an actual comedic role, it actually works. It fits. If Drake's acting means we get less music, then honestly, I'm okay with that. Because watching him fully embrace the role of a walking joke, a character chasing laughs and attention, might be way more entertaining than his music has been in years. And between what he's doing on screen and what he's doing in music right now, it's pretty clear. He's got more presence on a TV set than he does on a stage. Compare to Kendrick again. Kendrick's winning, thriving, and building an undeniable legacy, while Drake's over here trying to be funny in a sitcom. The contrast is almost painful to watch, but in a weird way, it shows that maybe acting really is where Drake belongs. After all, he's been acting as a musician for years, pretending to be someone he's not. So maybe now he's finally doing something he was meant to do all along, leaning into comedy, embracing the absurd, and just having fun. But then, the Iceman tease happens again, and you realize we're not quite there yet. Drake still wants music to work, even if it's clearly not his strength anymore. And I get it. Maybe he feels like Iceman is the album that will redeem him. But I'm not holding my breath. When it drops, it might fail, and that might finally push him fully toward acting. Until then, we just watch, and we call it like it is. Every awkward performance, every clumsy attempt at relevance in music, it's all part of the Drake story. And honestly, if he finally leans fully into acting, we all win. He gets to go back to where he started, embrace comedy, and we get to sit back and watch the show. So what do you think? Do you think Drake is any good at acting? Personally, I think he's actually better at it than rapping at this point. I'd rather watch him on TV than listen to his music. Acting just feels like the right fit. The perfect outlet for him to fully embrace the comedian and clown he's become, whether he realizes it or not. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. Your support means the world, and it really helps me out. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really makes a difference. And before you go, I hope you have an amazing day. Oh, and if you want to stick around a little longer, check out the next video. The Grammy nominations just dropped, and they were actually really good this year. You don't want to miss it.